These 5 things helped me become a woman who enjoys her sex life. Hey guys, I'm Stephanie Ganowski, sexologist and sex coach for men. If you're new to my channel, welcome. And if you've been subscribed, welcome back. I have a glare in my glasses. Probably take these off. Okay. So getting into the 5 things that really help me feel great about my sex life and really enjoy sex. The first one is doing what I can, whatever I can, to feel good in my physical body. And that means going to the gym consistently, lifting heavy weights. When I put on some muscle, I feel good. I feel like I look better. I enjoy looking at myself naked. But it doesn't stop at the gym. It also has to do with what clothes am I wearing? Am I feeling good about the clothes I'm wearing? And am I feeling good about my physical image? And if there's something that I'm struggling with, who can I talk to or what can I do to feel better about the struggles I'm facing? If you know my personal story, if you listen to my podcast, because I shared it on there, but I had breast implants that I had to get removed due to sickness. And that did a lot to fuck with my head. Like, it was a huge change for me. So I went from having really big boobs to absolutely nothing and having like dents and stuff in my chest. So it was horrifying to me. It was a very scary experience of, oh my God, how do I live like this? How do I look at myself this way again? Who am I? Am I attractive anymore as I once thought I was? You know, like it was just a lot of trying to understand my self-identity when it came to attraction, and being in this place of feeling so insecure about my physicality, it definitely negatively impacted my sex life. And I lost a lot of confidence at that time. And this is only a few months ago. It was late last year when I had the explant. And it really brought on a lot of tough relationships I had to have with my boyfriend about my lack of confidence and about the two of us honestly struggling with how low I felt. So it was tough. It wasn't easy, but it was something I had to really work on and put effort into and have a lot of conversations with him. And thankfully he was open to talking me through everything. It was a lot, but if I didn't do that, I would not enjoy my sex life. Because I got to the point where I wasn't. So if you're dealing with any kind of body image issues like that, talk to your partner or talk to a therapist. You know, find a way to work through it because it is possible. I ended up getting a fat transfer. So I actually had some fat taken from different parts of my body to make up for the complete lack of boobage. And I feel so much better now. I finally feel great naked. I feel sexy again in my skin, and that has done wonders for my sex life. But it was not an easy ride, and I'm not saying everyone has to do exactly what I did. This is what I did to get myself back on track, and I feel great about it now. So very happy. So the second thing I did to make sure that I can improve and have a great sex life is I worked on my mental state. And this also has to do with a lot with confidence. You know, if I am in a place where I'm not feeling great or capable or resilient, what's the word I'm looking for? Resourceful. If I doubt myself a lot, if I have trouble making decisions, it's usually because I'm in this funk of not feeling confident in myself. And that definitely smacks me in the face when it happens. Like, I am very aware when that's my state of mind, like I'm not feeling confident. So I have to call that out and I have to ask myself, do some journaling, talk to my boyfriend, talk to friends, talk to family, and figure out what is it that I feel like I'm lacking, or what do I want, what's missing, and how do I get that feeling of confidence back? What do I have to do, or what do I have to reflect on, or how do I have to perceive myself differently? And that also takes work. Notice how these first 2 things take some work. They take some effort. And we often feel like, oh, sex should just happen naturally and it should always be great. But really, sex has so much more to do with like the psychological aspect of it than just the physical act and motion of penetration. Like, there's so much more involved, as I'm sure you know. And a lot of it has to do with the way you feel about yourself and how comfortable you are with yourself. So these first 2, physical and mental, are the things that really brought me to the place where I felt capable of having a great sex life. Like, without those 2 things, forget it. It wasn't going to happen. The third thing that allowed me to have great sex life, the more I work on it, and I continue to work on these things, by the way, is talking to my boyfriend about our sex life. if I'm not talking to him about it and I don't know how he's feeling and he's not being honest with me or I'm not being honest with him, it really messes things up because you know when something's off with your partner. Like if you're really connected to your partner and you know them, if you really know them, then you can tell when something's a little off, or you can tell when attraction is dying down a bit, or you can tell when you guys are pulling away. You can tell when one of you is feeling insecure about something or upset about something or not fulfilled in some way. So the more we have conversations together and talk about the things we're looking to try and what we're happy with and maybe what's not really working, the more conversations like that we have, the more it feels like, oh, okay, we're on top of this. Like, I know I could go to him with whatever, and he knows he could come to me, and we could talk about this whenever we need to. And if it's not the right time, we know to prioritize it for the next best time. So talking to him definitely helps me have a great sex life, in my opinion. Fourth thing I do to have a great sex life for me is to make sure that my routine is changed up so that there's never a routine to begin with. Sex does not feel like it's always at night or it's always in bed and it's always done in the same order. When I get to the point when I feel it's like that, I'll mention that to my boyfriend, and he will mention it to me too, because we both have the goal to switch it up, to have fun in different ways, to have different types of experiences, to bring in different toys, have sex in different ways, different forms of aggression, or more lighthearted and loving. So to keep that change is to keep it kind of spicy and fun, and to feel like, ooh, like we could try something new, or, ooh, we never did that. That was hot, and it kind of like brings in more memories and connects us more on that sexual level because we don't always know what's coming other than each other. Last thing that helps me have great sex personally is when I feel very connected to my boyfriend consistently. All right. If I'm not feeling connected and we're having sex, it just doesn't feel right to me. Personally, I can have trouble reaching an orgasm if I feel like something's wrong within our relationship, or if I feel like we had an argument that we didn't fully work out. It's just like, wait, can we like work on this before we start having sex regularly again? Or even like, I'll feel like my body can't relax because I'm thinking about this thing and it's distracting. So when I am feeling consistently connected, meaning we are making a lot of eye contact during the day in little ways as we walk past each other, and he smacks my butt or grabs my butt, or we make jokes or we use an accent, like we have fun and we have like these sexy, cute interactions. When that's consistent and I feel like we have this consistent loving exchange, then sex feels like a no-brainer, and sex feels like it could happen anytime, and I could get horny for him anytime because we have this mutual connection that's very consistent. If that consistency is off, which it has been because we're not perfect, then it doesn't feel like sex is a natural next step, and it feels a little like I have a harder time getting horny, and I have to eventually mention to him, I don't feel as connected to you because this thing that happened the other day, and I didn't know if you meant it like this or that, so I would love to talk to you about it. Or when you said this, it hurt my feelings, and I never brought that up to you, but I wanted you to know so that in case you ever say something like that again, you don't, like just calling out and understanding why am I not feeling that consistency of connection between us, and talking to him about it. Because I know that when we do feel that consistent connection, sex is so much hotter. It's so much easier. It's just more of a natural, sexy exchange between us with everything and anything. It's just easier to have sex, and the sex is more fun, and I could laugh during it. We could be playful. It's just different when you're completely relaxed with your partner. So those are the 5 things that help me have an amazing sex life for myself. Yours might be different, but I thought it might benefit you to just hear a woman speak out about her things that make sex great for her. And if you want more personal content like this, definitely check out my podcast. I share personal life situations. I'll typically use Andrew, my boyfriend, as an example for things and share stories. He knows about it. Check that out on What I Love About Sex. And if you're more of a video person and you just want to stick with the videos here, see you in the next video.